This was my first full day in New York City, and it wasn't. I can't believe that I'm really here. Yeah. Good morning, world. It's 7:16 and I have to run to the gym, do a workout. I feel really tired after yesterday. Who haven't seen that vlog, it was quite insane because I was up from 6 a.m. doing things non-stop till I got back at 8:30 p.m. Barely got back into it. I felt like I'm gonna pee myself. Anyways, now I'm gonna run uphill. I accidentally ran a little past it, so more than 4K, almost 5. The city views are coming, I promise, but I wanted to say something about fitness and working out. You always can find a way to do it if it is your priority. Maybe you don't have to spend 3 hours in the gym like I did, but fitness is what makes me happy, what I love to do. But this video is about day in Manhattan, 5th Avenue, Central Park, and going to the Staten Island with a free ferry. This was my first full day in New York City, and it wasn't pouring rain like it was the previous day, aka previous video. So these were my first sights of Manhattan. I'm not staying in Manhattan. I'm staying in Brooklyn, outside of Brooklyn, Queens, Brooklyn / that area, but Manhattan is magical, but it also is super crowded, especially on a good day. There's so much to see, so much to do. If you want to walk in the whole Manhattan in a day, well, good luck. That's going to be a really long walk. Anyways, the walk started on the 5th Avenue. In the 5th Avenue, it's a street with quite fancy stores. But as it was my first day, I was just trying to get in all the sights and being like, wow, I can't believe that I'm really here in New York City. And then, before entering Central Park, there is the Plaza Hotel, the really famous hotel if you have seen Home Alone movie 2, where he stayed there. There is a statue. It was a really warm day, and that's how you enter Central Park from 5th Avenue. You see skyscrapers, you see many people, because that's the place where everyone goes in Central Park. Central Park is ginormous. So that's the one, right? The one that moves. But it's so thin, yeah, there's nothing. What? But most people only go on the start of the Central Park, tourist attractions. Overall, otherwise, you can run half marathon around Central Park. I haven't done it yet while I'm recording this audio, but hopefully I will. I must. I just need a good day, weather-wise, not rain. And not midday when it's hot, if it's a sunny, warm day. But the sights are amazing. It's just like my head can't wrap it around. I can't wrap my head around that I'm really there. That those pictures are not videos from social media. But one thing I can say about this all is that it looks like in pictures, but it feels different. I don't know if I can say it in a good way or in a bad way. It just feels totally different. The feels. Like I always saw those photos and videos online, and I don't know what feeling I was hoping to get. If it makes sense, but it's definitely a different type of feeling. Just a big city with a lot of people, and myself being in my mind and thinking about the thing that dreams can actually come true. You can go across the world and you don't have to be rich, and you can manage it, you can do it if you plan well, if you have contact. Because I'm staying with friends, with people who I know, so I'm not paying any rent because that would be extremely a lot. This is what they don't show you in all the fancy schmancy videos. Amazing views. We can get rocks, aka mountains, forests, and city in one. This is incredible. I'm here just like everyone else, literally. Just like absolutely everyone else. Okay, here it isn't that crazy though. That everyone else. Everything in literally everything in Central Park. After spending some time in Central Park exploring, where everyone is exploring, okay, the start of the Central Park, seeing those turtles, I was kind of shocked that there were turtles. Why? Because it gets cold in winter in New York City. I don't know, maybe they're let out in the spring. I'm not sure how it works. But then we just went to Coliseum Square. I don't remember how the stop was called, basically by the Central Park, and took a metro to go to Staten Island. This is this island where a free ferry goes to. And originally the free ferry was made because of transportation for the people who live on the Staten Island, but for example work in Manhattan or just in New York City in general, but not on the island. The island is really nearby. But now mostly tourists take the ferry, like a lot of tourists. But the ferry is big. It holds like 300, 500 people. I'm not sure how many, but that ferry is packed. It is packed, especially if it's a good day weather. And it goes every 15 minutes, and you don't have to pay anything. You go to one side, you can explore the island if you like to, and then go back. We didn't really explore the island because first of all, I was dead from walking. Second of all, the wind was insane. I just can't explain how crazy it was. But first views, I was just like, wow, I'm really in New York City. I'm really seeing this. And also the Hudson River is so strong. But yeah, the wind was absolutely insane. And also I thought we're gonna go by the statue closer, but it was quite far away. I mean, there are ferries specifically to the the statue. Imagine this is for free. But of course those ferries that go to the Liberty statue, they're not for free. It's an excursion specific ferry, smaller of course ferry, and then afterwards on the island we sat in the warm because it was extremely windy again. Waited for sunset and then took a ferry back to Manhattan. This was the wind. I still can't explain it. It was extreme. But we took the ferry and a sunset. It was amazing, but the thing was, it was so hard to capture anything because I was standing outside in that wind. Seriously, I was scared to go by the side of the ferry, that I could fall into the ferry. But going back into the Manhattan, straight in Manhattan, it felt wonderful. I don't know what else to say in this voiceover audio over these views, except the fact that sometimes, for me, it's really hard to be in the moment. But now looking back at this video, amazing. The city in this light even more when it's almost the sun is gone, but it's not. It looks so cool with all the lights. I need to see Times Square in nighttime. I haven't been yet, obviously. You haven't seen it in the vlogs yet. Running pack, running vest, whatever, all the gym stuff, as I have only one pair of sneakers, which is not great to lift and do anything with running shoes. Don't get me wrong, yesterday was awesome, exploring all that was awesome. But still, reality check. I woke up yesterday before 6 a.m. I ran to the gym, I did yoga, 4K to the gym, 3 hours in the gym, then running back, 4K, and then the whole day exploring the city. It was wonderful, beautiful, amazing. In the afternoon I barely was able to keep my eyes open. It sounds quite early, 8:30 something p.m. I was exhausted. And this morning I woke up I was so exhausted, like my body so crashed. But the thing with me is exercise makes me feel more alive, like it kind of helps me. I just finished my 4K run back from the gym. It's not easy to run after spending 3 hours in the gym, but that's just the reality. I mean, yesterday was amazing though. Yeah, and it showed that I walked plus ran together 25k, which is my usual distance, my average distance a day. Steps or k wise, it was like almost 30,000 steps. But you know how city exhausts you? You're walking slow, you're taking in the sights, and you are not walking that far away, or like big mileages distances, but still I felt dead, done and dusted.